Hi there and welcome back to See Today Business. We're continuing our conversation with the head of Multinational and International Subsidiary Banking of PT Bank HSBC Indonesia, Pak Charles Koh, to talk about ASEAN's bright prospects. Now, of course, as we were mentioning in the previous segment, ASEAN has a large but also youthful population. However, financial inclusion, unfortunately, still is not quite there yet. So maybe tell us more about how digital transformation in the banking sector can help boost that financial inclusion in ASEAN.
Sure. I think that's consistent across all ASEAN markets in terms of financial inclusion, the number of unbanked and underbanked population.
Yeah.
And the way HSBC support that particular sector is by directly or indirectly also supporting the players that engaging in pretty much MSME sector. Because there is a lot of social angle that come to the unbanked and underbanked population as well, right?
Yeah.
I think the Aku growth fund transaction that we mentioned about it, because a lot of digital economy also focusing on the MSME sector. I think that's one way, the way we look at it as well. And of course, through our pretty much philanthropic activities as well, this is one segment that we continue to look in terms of how we can facilitate more, not necessarily through financing directly to them, of course. Maybe that's a different segment that we are focusing on,
Sure.
but definitely from the corporate client that look at MSME or focusing on MSME. So we did a couple of transactions in that particular customer segment as well.
Right. But another topic I want to talk about, as you were mentioning before, is of course ASEAN countries are rich in resources. One of them is nickel, which gives us a lot of potential in EV battery and even the EV industry itself. So particularly with Indonesia, do you see Indonesia being the center of growth for EV and battery industry, and why?
Definitely. When we look at EV, let me pretty much first start in terms of how the EV will progress and shape our future. Actually, our economists expect that by 2035, the EV will supplant pretty much the ICE-based vehicle. Now, that's critical, meaning that we have pretty much 10 years to go before EV get accelerated into the market.
Yeah.
And Indonesia is well-positioned. Well-positioned not only because we have nickel, but we have the market. When you link it to a pretty much automotive market across the region, Indonesia is #1 auto market across Southeast Asia. While pretty much from production side, we are #2 just behind Thailand, right? And if you look at the government full blueprint towards that, by 2030, we expect that we will have 2.2 million EV and 13 million EV motorbike on the road, right? So that's massive. And in terms of acceleration, I think we are well positioned, given the government incentive package as well, attracting a lot of global players in EV space to invest in Indonesia.
Okay, but as you were mentioning there, of course, the interesting thing and maybe the perspective thing about Indonesia and ASEAN is that we have the production side, which is growing massive, and also the demand side, and it's the whole region are sort of complementing each other. So a lot of things to look forward to in this region and the ASEAN bloc. Pak Charles Koh, PT Bank HSBC Indonesia's head of Multinational and International Subsidiary Banking. Thank you so much for joining us on See Today Business.
Thank you for having me again, Krishna. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, well, that wraps it up for today's edition of See Today Business. Don't forget, you can always get the latest updates on all of our stories at seetoday.com for free as well. Make sure you follow us on our social media accounts. We are available on Instagram, X, and YouTube at See Today News. Make sure you check back tomorrow for the latest business news as well. I'm Christian Sam, signing off with See Indonesia, See the World, See Today.